everyone, welcome to the first video of March 27th, 2020. So in this video I'm going to cover new property rights amid the coronavirus, mainly in Texas, but I know this is going to affect, it will go into effect in a few other places. Now in Texas' third largest county in the state has now suspended private property rights during the coronavirus pandemic. I am sure why now. I don't think it will be needed, but possibly. Nothing that they put into action makes sense to helping the virus. They're just going extreme with their measures. It's just all crazy. But I'll explain to why they're doing this here in a minute. There is a lot of land in Texas, and private property owners own thousands of acres. I'm not talking about small properties that they're thinking on using. And so this is constitutional illegal, so as long as they get proper compensation. So the order reads in quotes that the county is authorized to commander or use any private property temporarily acquired by lease or other means, sites required for temporary housing units or emergency shelters for evacuees, subject to compensation requirements, pursuant to 418.020C of the Texas Government Code. So that's what the order reads. This will be in effect until April 7th, unless extended, which is also read. The gathering rules are also very strict in this area and in Texas. No gathering can be bigger than a single household unless it's a wedding or a funeral, which I guess are still you're still allowed to have there. That's what I read, so that's strange. So this is very important because Texas is the heart of America and it's being attacked. I think they're being very strict on Texas just because it is America and a powerful part of it. I mean, Texas is America. It's just like the heart of America. It's not necessarily what runs it. We have New York and like businesses and things like that in big cities, but Texas is really it's not the original colonies, I get that, but it's American culture, I guess I should say. They know that if they can control Texas, the rest of the country is easy to take down because that is the strongest part. And that's what I see as the silver lining to this. If people allow for this to happen and do not protect and defend their property, we're already on a slippery slope, but it will get much worse. And so, as long as they get proper compensation for this, I don't think will be necessary, but possibly. Texans are very spread out unless you're in the big cities, and the hospitals if they get ran up. But as long as everybody follows the distancing rules and stays in their house, I know that's a rule now. So I'm going to read some lines from the Fourth Amendment, the whole Fourth Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, support by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Additionally, the last reference of the Fifth Amendment declares, this is the Fifth Amendment, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Just being a loose term, they can definitely play with that. So we'll see what the compensation is for that. I'm sure it's just for the acreage that they're using and how much you would charge for somebody to rent that. So we'll see where that goes. That's all for this video. This definitely needs to be put to a stop because I know it's probably going to be a needed thing, possibly, but just more and more is coming out of this, and it's just like, it's so many things that, like, this is fine, like, to a certain extent because it's something that may be needed, but so many things that are being unconstitutional, and it's just like testing, a giant test to see how far they can get away with it, because most people see this as ridiculous, all for a virus, and that this is extreme measures, and they're just like trying every little thing they can. So that's all for this one. See you guys in the next one.